When she was a young girl, Heather Riggins had two extra special places in her life: her family's rental beach cottages and her parents' jewelry store. They would wind up connected all these years later by a very special piece of driftwood.
My grandfather, he loved to walk the beach. He walked it every morning and just about every night, and that's where he first found the piece of driftwood.
This is the place where my grandfather would keep the piece of driftwood, and he'd hang all sorts of different things off of it. And I just remember it being here always.
Markers in time is a thought that you would put behind a piece of the past of your history, something that reminded you of some of the best times of your life that may have been very important to you personally or may be important to your family, a piece of your past that you'll always remember.
We had moved it to a different house, and we were moving again, and my husband was supposed to have moved the piece of wood for me. He left it there for a little bit longer than he should have, and someone came and picked up the piece of wood. Fortunately, he found it. He found out who got it, and he went and got it from them. And then I think because I was very upset with him, he knew how special that piece of wood was, and he decided to do something for me so I would have it forever.
But he brought it to me and he said, look, he said, I want you to try to do something with this piece of wood. So I looked at it, and about 5 minutes it took me, I came up with something. And I was able to actually keep all of the wood intact, and it stood up and made a beautiful floor lamp that now sits in the parents' store in Vero Beach. And I wheeled it into the store. I had a cover over it. I had a red cloth over it, and I waited till all the customers were gone. And when I wheeled it in, I said, I have something here from you from Bo. And when I pulled the cover back, the look on Heather's face, and her parents in particular, was priceless.
This is just history. It's a past. You know, it's something that you can pass down in your family, and it just means something. People walk by, and sometimes they don't see the jewelry. They come in and they say, has that lamp always been here? Is it something new? I had one guy ask me, you know, is it for sale? And I told him it was $1 million, and he looked at me and he thought it was funny, and then I explained the story to him, and he said, yes, that's well worth it.
When you take a piece of history like that, you've created something that they all have seen, and it may have been a part of their life that they've walked by or they've seen every day, but creating a vision and making it a working piece of history, where from now on you'll be able to see it and it's a functional piece, that the experience of that, getting to see the folks respond to the work that you've done and the art that you've done, is just a wonderful experience.